Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura Bakewell and here we bake things pretty well. Today we're going to make some fresh apple cider. So let's get close and comfy and let's bake together.
So today we are going to be making some apple cider. Super easy, sits on the stove top. You can also do this in the crock pot, whichever way works easiest for you. You just want a nice big stock pot, and then I'm going to go ahead and quarter about 10 to 12 apples. It does not matter which kind of apples. Just kind of depends on how much sweetness and tartness you want. So you can do like half and half of any type of red apple and a green apple will work. So I'm just going to quarter all of these apples up. Throw them directly into the pot. You don't have to worry about the seeds and stuff because we are going to be sieving this after it's all done. Alright, so now that all of our apples are in there, we're going to go ahead and have one orange. You also want to make sure that you take that sticker off. So I just like to give it a little bit of a squeeze and then put it right into the stock pot. You're going to add a half cup of packed brown sugar. I am doing dark brown sugar. That just helps like get that deep, rich flavor into your apple cider. And inside of here I have, everything is whole, so none of this is ground. I have 1 nutmeg. I have 4 of the cinnamon sticks. Then I have a half teaspoon of allspice and then a half teaspoon of cloves. So that's all gonna go right in there. And now you're gonna go ahead and fill this up with about 2 inches of water above your apples. Also, please know the apples float, so you might have to press down while you're filling it. Just remember that. Alright, so let's put some water in here. So I've got my water in there. I did submerge it all to make sure that it was at least 2 inches above my apples. So now we're just going to take this, put a lid on it, and put it on the stove. You're going to bring it to a boil and then reduce the heat and cover for about 2 hours. So make sure that you're going to be home pretty much all day whenever you're doing this, or at least for like the next 3-4 hours. So let's go ahead and put this on the stove. Alright, so as you can see, my pot is starting to boil, so I'm just going to bring this down a bit. So that I'm just going to bring it down a bit just so that it can simmer. And then we're going to pop a lid on. And it's going to sit like that for 2 hours. So go ahead and set your timer for 2 hours. Alright, so it has been 2 hours that this has been sitting on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side. Now after 2 hours, you're going to go ahead and grab your orange. We're just going to do a little bit of a squeeze to get all that juice out of there. And we're just taking the orange out. There it is. Alright, now what you want to do is you can use a potato masher, or you can use just a spoon or whatever you have handy. You're just going to kind of break up these apples. Alright, and now you're going to leave this to simmer uncovered, so no lid, for another hour. Alright, so now that that hour is over, we're going to go ahead and take this off of the stove. This is what it looks like. So let's go ahead and take this off the stove and start putting it through a mesh strainer. So you can use whatever bowl you have. I have some glass bowls, but I'm always scared that somehow it's going to shatter. But I know that this won't, because I've been making like tea and stuff in this for years. So I'm just going to take a sieve, nice little strainer, and we're just going to go ahead and start taking some of this liquid and putting it through the strainer. I'm also, because I do have like a cheesecloth here, I'm going to put this right in there. And I'm going to take some gloves so that I don't immediately burn myself. I'm going to grab this bowl, and that's where I'm going to discard all of my solids. So once it's been through here, I'm going to squeeze it, and then we're going to just dump it right over there. Like this. So it's been squeezed over there, and then rinse and repeat. Okay. Just put that in there, over to the side. So now I have all of this liquid. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a tiny amount. Alright, so I got my taste tester to taste it. Make sure that there is enough sugar in here. If you taste it and it's not sweet enough for you, you can go ahead and add sugar now while it's still hot. That way it will melt that sugar quicker, because it's really hard to add it whenever it's cold, because then the sugar kind of just like you have little granules in there instead. It's not as good. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start taking this. I'm going to start adding it right into here. Alright, so there we go. There is our apple cider in there. So I'm just going to let this cool a bit before I put the lid on, but I can go ahead, bring this to the edge, and do a little taste test. It's still very hot, so you have to be careful. Oh, that's really good. Perfect for fall, perfect for autumn. How exciting. Perfect. Perfect.
Alright, and there you have it, guys. Some delicious homemade apple cider. This is perfect when it's warm, it's perfect when it's cold. You can drink it at any temperature. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.